Take a picture of my face. Look, this is my face.
The 50 Cent created the show Power. Yes, I did create the show Power. Me and Courtney Kemp collaborated.
He was on top of the world, millions in the bank, platinum records, a blockbuster business deal that made him one of hip-hop's wealthiest stars. But just a few years later, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson stood in front of a court judge, filing for bankruptcy. This is the unbelievable story of how one of rap's biggest icons lost it all, and how he fought to get it back. From the streets to $150 million, born in South Jamaica, Queens, New York, Curtis Jackson had a rough start. His mother was a drug dealer who died when he was just 8 years old. Raised by his grandmother, 50 Cent hustled on the streets before turning to music as his way out. And what a way out it was. His debut album, Get Rich or Die Tryin', dropped in 2003 like a bomb. Backed by Eminem and Dr. Dre, it sold over 12 million copies worldwide. Hits like In Da Club and 21 Questions made him a household name almost overnight, but music was just the beginning. What truly turned 50 Cent into a business mogul was his investment in Vitamin Water. In 2004, he secured a minority stake in the company, reportedly in exchange for endorsing the brand. When Coca-Cola acquired Vitamin Water's parent company Glaceau in 2007 for $4.1 billion, 50 Cent walked away with a payout estimated between $60 to $100 million after taxes. At just 32 years old, he had it all: fame, power, and a net worth pushing $150 million. He wasn't just a rapper anymore, he was an empire. From there, he launched clothing lines, fragrance deals, book publications, and even film production. He was hailed as the future of hip-hop entrepreneurship, young, aggressive, and smart. But behind the scenes, something was already cracking. The rise turns reckless. With his fortune booming, 50 Cent didn't just live like a millionaire, he lived like a king. He bought Mike Tyson's 52-room mansion in Connecticut for $4.1 million. The property had 21 bedrooms, 25 bathrooms, an indoor pool, nightclub, gym, racquetball courts, and even a recording studio. But the mansion was just the beginning. 50 Cent had a fleet of luxury cars: Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Rolls Royces. He traveled with an entourage, wore diamond-encrusted watches, and spent money like it would never run out. Reports say he spent $70,000 a month just on maintenance, staff, and utilities for his home. Add child support, private jets, and an ever-expanding taste for extravagance, and the expenses began to skyrocket. Then came the lawsuits. In 2015, 50 Cent was ordered to pay $5 million in a privacy lawsuit after leaking a sex tape involving the ex-girlfriend of one of his rivals. Around the same time, he lost another case involving a failed business deal with Sleek Audio, which cost him an additional $17 million. That's over $22 million in legal losses in less than a year. To make matters worse, he filed documents revealing he owed more than $32 million, but only had about $25 million in assets. Suddenly, the man who once bragged about money in every lyric was standing in court admitting he was broke. The headlines went viral. 50 Cent files for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Fans were shocked. Media outlets mocked him. Social media erupted with memes. How could one of the richest rappers in the game go broke? Was it all for show, or was he truly drowning in debt? The answer was complicated: bankruptcy, chaos, and the comeback of a lifetime. Despite the headlines and the courtroom drama, 50 Cent wasn't done yet. Filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy wasn't an admission of total defeat. It was a strategic move. This type of bankruptcy is not liquidation. It's a reorganization of assets and debts, a legal way to restructure his financial obligations while continuing to operate his businesses. Still, the humiliation was very real. He was required to submit financial disclosures to the court, and they showed a sharp contrast between his public image and actual reality. At one point, the court forced him to explain an Instagram post where he was posing next to stacks of cash. His defense: the money was fake, just for show, but beneath the headlines and sarcasm, something powerful was happening behind the scenes. Even in bankruptcy, 50 Cent was building his next empire. In 2014, just before the chaos, he had begun producing a crime drama called Power for Stars. Not only did he produce the series, he starred in it as the cold-blooded Kanan Stark. The show became a massive hit, drawing millions of viewers and spawning multiple spin-offs. It catapulted 50 Cent into a new role, not just as a rapper or entrepreneur, but as a TV mogul. He proved he could pivot. He proved that reinvention was possible. By 2017, just 2 years after filing for bankruptcy, 50 Cent emerged with a new fortune, a restructured brand, and a growing portfolio in entertainment. From Power, he moved into producing BMF, Raising Kanan, and other shows. His TV empire, branded under G-Unit Film and Television, became one of the most influential forces in modern black television. Resilience, reinvention, and the real cost of fame. Bankruptcy didn't destroy Curtis Jackson. It sharpened him. It forced him to reassess, rebuild, and reclaim control, not just over his finances, but over his image, his future, and his legacy. Where others would have disappeared into silence or shame, 50 Cent did what very few can. He transformed failure into fuel. Through his production company, G-Unit Film and Television, 50 Cent didn't just create shows, he built a universe. With Power and its sequels, Ghost, Raising Kanan, and Force, he helped shape one of the most successful crime drama franchises of the 21st century. He wasn't just a supporting character, he was the mastermind behind it all. And while most artists fade after one era, 50 Cent expanded. He closed multi-million-dollar deals with stars, and when that relationship soured, he walked away and publicly negotiated new partnerships with other platforms. He turned his business instincts into a signature brand, bold, unapologetic, strategic. Outside of TV, he continued expanding his reach. His liquor brand, Branson Cognac, gained market traction. He published books, including a bestseller titled Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter, offering lessons from his personal and professional journey. He didn't hide from his bankruptcy. He owned it. He turned it into a lesson, a brand move, and even a punchline when it helped his image. Today, 50 Cent's net worth is estimated once again in the tens of millions. But what matters more than the number is what it represents. It's not just wealth, it's resilience. The ability to lose everything and come back stronger. The mental toughness to go from public ridicule to primetime television king. The humility to rebuild and the audacity to aim even higher the second time around. He showed that being rich isn't just about how much money you have. It's about how many times you can bounce back. Yes, 50 Cent once had $150 million and lost it all. But in doing so, he earned something most millionaires never will. The right to say he survived and thrived after failure. In a world obsessed with fast success, 50 Cent's story is a reminder that even the biggest empires can fall, but they can also be rebuilt from the rubble. He went from bullet wounds to Billboard charts, from courtrooms to TV showrunners, from bankruptcy to boardroom. And today, whether he's producing hits, launching brands, or making bold business moves, one thing is clear: you can't keep 50 Cent down.
Get rich or die trying. Either I'm going to get rich or I'm going to die in the process. Some people know how to invest in others with no. I'm going to do what I want to do. And then if I die in the process.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't want to waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading